Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Krishna's episode we saw yesterday, how his parting was making every Vrindavanvasi as if their heart is torn and going away, because he had become a part and parcel of their existence. Each one felt, I cannot live without him. Living was difficult. We too sometimes feel that without particular person I may not be alive. I may not find it possible for me to live. In the worldly sense, in the world, what we commonly see, that we are not able to live without particular people. But when that particular person passes away, we see we are still surviving. We are able to live because he was a part of our mind. Whole was a psychological awareness and nothing to do with my existential part. I exist is different from I live. One is the nature's part, other is the Chaitanya part. I have two existences, being and becoming. The body, mind, senses, everything is constantly becoming, subjected to change, and there is being. The being is the existence. I am. When I say I am coming to my existential part. I live, I am living, I am living. When I say I come to the nature's part of my living is nature's part. I am is God's part in me. This God's part is an important part. Krishna's identity with all these people was not at the nature's level. When I have my child or wife or husband or father or mother, it is all at the worldly level, at the material level, at the prakriti level, not at the existential level, at the nature's level. It's a part of my mind, external awarenesses. But when gopis, gopas and the Vrindavan people, even cows and trees, when they loved Krishna, they owned him not as a life partner or my child or mother at the physical level. They all had a relationship at the transcendental level, being a part of their existence. When he becomes a part of my existence, then my living becomes difficult. If I am is not there, what is possibility of I? The proof that I am living or I am living presupposes I am. First comes I am, and then if that I am is not there, there is no life at all. If any part of my life is not there, I still continue to exist. In deep sleep, I don't have body, I don't have relations, I don't have any possessions, still I continue to live. But if that part is not there. Nothing is there. So Krishna was not the loving God is always at transcendental level. Loving the world is always at the physical level, at the material level, at the world level, at the Prakriti level. Prakriti is entirely different from nature, is entirely different from divine. Divine is the substratum on which the whole universe has been standing, and from that it emerges the time and space bound relative existence. This universe appears, lasts for some time, maybe few million years. It goes back to the cause. That is eternal, unchanging reality. In us, there are these two parts. One is the Chaitanya and Jada. This term Chaitanya and Jada is used by philosophers, especially yoga and all that. Yogic term is Purusha Prakriti. Chaitanya and Jada is used by philosophical backing. And Pauranic is Shiva and Shakti. My existence has two parts. One is Chaitanic existence, one is material existence, bodily existence. The bodily existence, entire play, life, living, going, coming, the rebirth, everything comes in the Prakriti, and it's a play of Shakti. And the existence is Shiva and Shakti, Purusha and Prakriti. The different ways it is used, Purusha and Prakriti, Chaitanya and Jada. So these are different understandings, but means the same. So Krishna was a part of their being, existence, not becoming. All relationship with this world, which disappears in your sleep, deep sleep, is Prakriti. You alone is a part of that Chaitanya, and in that was Krishna. They were experiencing Krishna in dream state and in deep sleep. In deep sleep you don't have any experience, but they used to experience Krishna not only in waking state, in dream state and in deep sleep. Means how deep must be their love to become a part of their existence, because he is pure existence. He is Satchidananda in human form. That's why you are loving Sri Ramakrishna is entirely different from loving Gandhiji. He is father of nation. However great. All saints cannot replace the avatara. They become part of your mind, they become part of your intellect. They may enter some amount of your awareness also. Like Purandaradasa, Tukaram and all these, Meera and all. They have a place in our external part, perhaps in the depths of our living part. But they cannot enter into your existence. Loving Sri Ramakrishna is different. He is becoming part of your existence. Like Krishna entered the Gopas and Gopis. This is what differentiates prophets and incarnations. We differentiate in Hinduism. Acharyas and avatars. Acharyas are entirely different. Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Vivekananda also comes under he is king among the Acharyas. He is the supreme among the Yati Raja. But to become the part of our existence. Holy Mother and Ramakrishna can become the part of the whole protection. Main part of Swami Vivekananda is to carry Sri Ramakrishna to every heart, to make him become an existential part of the jiva. So you see, first sign of God has entered into you is you become absolutely fearless. Death is a play, birth is a play. You have no fear of anything because you are separated from the bodily existence. Your existence you are able to identify because of the form of Sri Ramakrishna. It is formless which has taken form. Avatara means the absolute becoming a part of the relative, appearing in human form in the universe. So when God comes in the human form, it is entirely different. No Acharya can become our Ishtadevata. But unless you identify specifically or invoke God in it, Murti, a stone Murti, you can invoke God and love. That's why Prana Pratishtha is done. Whose Prana Pratishtha is done? Your Prana is placed in that Murti. You see, in Belur Math, we do the worship of Sri Ramakrishna every day. It's a detailed worship in which we put all our heart and soul in doing the worship. Every day we have to invoke Sri Ramakrishna in a flower and do Prana Pratishtha. Every day you are going to put your pranas there, and prana slowly start getting exhausted. You become exhausted. Speaking to a person, a real sadhaka, for 1 hour exhausts you flatly because you are going to put your pranas and speak. Its general casual speaking is different. Speaking to a spiritual aspirant is different. When you speak to spiritual aspirant, you are putting your pranas there and speaking. And you get exhausted of the pranas. You become energyless at the living level. And then Belur Math, what they have done? 15 days, one pujari will do the worship, and next 15 days another is recouping period. Krishna Paksha, Shukla Paksha. They divide. And he will do the assistant work, the other will do the assistant work next fortnight. So the prana application. So when you meditate on Sri Ramakrishna, it is where you are taking is to the core of your existence, beyond all the becoming part of your existence. You are going to the being part, that is called heart, spiritual heart. You meditate in the heart of your hearts. So heart, we have physical heart that pumps blood, feeling heart in which you feel for others, you feel lonely and all, it is feeling part. And there is the Chaitanya, spiritual heart, which is the manifestation of the Absolute in the bodily existence of an individual. Microcosm and macrocosm. So this, it is there you meditate. Every day you turn inward in meditation, go to the core of your being, and there you worship Sri Ramakrishna. How slowly he is getting absorbed. As you become slowly absorbed in the Devata, Devata starts moving deeper and deeper layers taking you. You'll be going to the depths, slowly you are entering into the depths. You are crossing one by one koshas and going to the core. So there you will see he is becoming a part of your existence. Once it is recognized, once he has entered and occupied your heart, our doors are closed. Heart is same. Every heart, God can go and manifest. God is all-pervading. It is He who is keeping this bodily existence alive. But to manifest Him, make Him manifest there, my all doors must be open. So many desires, so many the ego, raga, dvesha, something I like, something I don't like, some person I like, some person I don't like. All these are the doors that have covered, that God cannot manifest there, enter into it. So when these things are cleared, pure love alone is there for all beings. No hatred, then you see, you can feel Sri Ramakrishna eternally dwelling in your heart. Then it becomes the part and parcel, inseparable part of your existence. Then whether body lives there or not, body is there or not, always you are independent of body. One day body falls off also, doesn't matter. It will be so much detached, more than the clothes that you are wearing. Clothes, it will hang. It will not even hang, it will slip away. Slow separation, absolute separation at all levels of your being. This is the Krishna's, you must clearly understand. Krishna is avatara. We have depicted him, the Vrindavan Leela, everything in a different way. Because whatever is in my mind, my heart, the same thing I see in the world. World is a reflection of your own mind and heart. If I am worldly, I will see everything worldly. If I am pure, I see everything pure. Like a child's vision of this world and a youth's vision, a old man's vision, the same world stands before them. Each one's version is different. How we observe, how we see. So all Kali Yuga people have depicted, and in everyone there will be Pashu Bhava, Manava Bhava and Daiva Bhava. How much Daivatva is there? A little at least Manavatva will be there to give some color, Vagarne. Seasoning alone, they will. Seasoning of the world at least will be there. So that much of that is sufficient. The contaminations, adulteration, and if they are worldly totally, they will depict only one man and woman, Krishna and Radha. Radha represents all jivas. That we forget. Krishna is the absolute existence appearing here in the form, the formless becoming. Thakur Sthiti Puja, Sunday morning, ye jyota sagara nahi aurajyo, daya ke manda pavan. We saw how the God incarnates on this earth. What makes him incarnate? What makes him take up a human body? So this is the main part that we have to understand, is that when Krishna went away to Mathura, what happened? The cowherds roamed about weeping bitterly because of their separation from him. This separation, when somebody passes away, dies, or eternally, once for all, he goes away from our sight, there will be pain. Where does it pain? It pains at different levels. My friend is dead. The pain is in my mind. Within few hours or within few days, I'll forget it. If my teacher who has taught me everything and made me a man dies, I'll be intellectually aware of him. The pain is in the intellect, buddhi. In buddhi, you will be having pain. You cannot design, you cannot operate things so easily. When your child dies, pain will be in the heart. That pain lasts long, very difficult to come out. When the pain with whom I am associated spiritual level is deeper into the layers of my heart. Heart has feeling heart, upper layer and inner layers. So in inner layers, in depths, suppose your guru who is guiding you, holding on to him, when he parts from you, the pain will be at another level, which cannot be compensated by any means. Guru's presence is like 1,000 mothers. A mother, how much she strives and struggles for the welfare of a child. Guru's longing for the release, eternal release of his disciple is so much. It is like 1,000 mothers weeping together. So the pain lasts at different, means we are loving people or holding the people at different levels. This is an important thing we see. Here it is, in my existence I am feeling the pain. Beyond that pain will last in deep sleep where you cannot experience any pain of anything. Even mental pain won't be there. There you will experience the pain of God's separation from God. Krishna's separation was at that level. Saying this, the master sang with his eyes turned upward. When does the eyes turn upward? When does the eyes turn downward? In military and all, dene dekh, bhai dekh. Here, naturally, when a person becomes unconscious, his eyes get turned upward, slowly. When you are trying to meditate, your eyes get usually turned downward. This turning upward is becoming indifferent to the world. That is, I am withdrawing my awareness from the external world. Eyes turn upward. Tears also. Tears roll, tears of love of God, flows from outer corner. Weeping for the world, it comes from the inner corner. Because it is, eyes will be like this, joyful. In weeping for chocolate and all, the eyes will become like this. Outside it is closed, inside it will be dripping. Otherwise, in the love of God, when you weep, eyes are open, bright, it starts flowing from the outer corner. Sri Ramakrishna also says this, outer corner. The love, the tears of love flow from the outer corner. Like that, with eyes turned upward means he is becoming totally indifferent to the external world. He is entering another dimension. With his eyes turned upward. Just now I saw a youthful cowherd with a young calf in his arms. There he stood, by one hand holding the branch of a young tree. Where are you, brother Kanai? He cried. But Kanai scarcely could he utter. Ka was as much as he could utter. Ka was as much as he could say. He cried, where are you, brother? And his eyes were filled with tears. The M heard the song of the masters, laden with love. His eyes were moist with tears. M's eyes. See the description of a young boy. Means Sri Ramakrishna want to show how much they loved Krishna. The young calf, the newly born calf cannot walk. But mother wants the calf to go with her wherever she grazes. Otherwise she will not leave that place and go where calf is tied. She will go here, there, try, but doesn't go freely to eat grass, leaving the baby. So what they do is, 2 days, 3 days calf they will put on the shoulder and take and tie in one place where plenty of grass is there, cows will be grazing. And when the too young, 2 days, 3 days, it cannot, and it is very light. And they hold it in arms, which cannot walk. If you leave it, they will jump here and there like monkeys. They cannot walk. They will not know, they will know how to jump. Hop a little, jump a little, they will do. So, this he will be carrying. His whole attention is on Kanaya. He is holding a tree and asking, where is that Kanaya, Krishna? There he stood, by one hand holding a branch of a tree, with another hold he is having. Why branch of a tree? He needs support, he cannot stand. You have seen that picture? The one Krishna's picture, where a Gopa hugging Krishna. Hugging means he is totally, he cannot stand. He is holding Krishna because he cannot stand. The embrace of the Divine Absolute. The embrace of the Divine Absolute. That picture. Means Krishna has to hold him, he cannot stand. Small Gopa, almost equal with Krishna. But he has lost himself in, and totally lost in that Krishna has to hold him. So that aspect is being shown. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.